Welcome back to another Maxi Boost commentary. I am Lukewarm Holiday.
I'm Irissa, and we're watching Excellia Gundam and the Koenji Cube channel. Excellia is pure range suit. Okay, so Excellia. They finally put in the playable version of the Navi girl that they keep adding countless costumes of. Anyway, this suit is very similar to Gunner Zaku, if you know her, or Buster Gundam from Lower Cause, but she's a 2.5k basically. She has a vernier, high correction, powerful one-shot knockdown. Not full knockdown, but like knocks you to the ground main. A CSA that's a bendy Garaby. And her sub are funnels, basically. And then her AC is like probably the most interesting part about her. She can either do like a big pressure wave all around her. She can send out a sort of fork of projectiles that can like catch you if you boost left or right, and she can do a Garaby with armor on it. The other Excellia just did that, and she can also do like a rush that's similar to Kamaris's like armor charge straight at people, knock people up in the air. She also has shield bits that she can give to either herself or a partner. So pretty interesting suit overall.
And despite having vernier main, it's one of the few mains that actually has very good correction and guidance.
Yeah.
It also pops out a little bit in front of the character compared to other projectiles. You'll notice that with Gunner Zaku as well, that they just seem to be able to hit you as you're flying near them when other suits can't.
That was the rush. That was the rush version. The rush AC. I'm hoping to call out like the different kinds of ACs when you see them. These matches are a little bit more chaotic. Oh, tried to go for that was a really good fuwa from the opposing player. Just catch it to being able to dodge out of the CSA landing punish. Really
Yeah,
good.
and I think these matches are shuffle play, so they're not going to be as team focused as the last ones.
They're also from early in MBON's lifespan, so like people are trying out new stuff. I like how those shield bits like arrived as the other guy died.
Got you, bro.
I got
yeah,
you,
this was
man.
probably release day, to be honest. Because
Okay,
there's 4 of them.
Then we got Faz and Excellia. And that's Excellia and... Is it another Excellia, or is it
I bet this was Excellia release day, to be honest.
Quite possibly.
Alright.
Yeah, it's another
Well, it's not
Excellia.
going to be... They're going to be doing a lot of CSA poking because it's not like the Excellias are going to rush down an Excellia, so... They kind of get to just poke and let Faz zone them out.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that was the spread shot. You see, like, it did tag the other Excellia because she boosted left, or boosted horizontally, but didn't matter because she had the shield bits on. Generally, with this suit, you're wanting to do, like, you're either wanting to be in green lock and, like, trying to, like, just get, like, a Garaby tag on the person you're not looking at, which is, like, a common technique for suits with bendy Garabys. That's the pressure wave. Or you use the funnels and then you try to make an offensive play in combination with either its AC or just using the main to catch people. So it's pretty good at playing very safe because you can just sit in green lock and Garaby. You can just sit in green lock and Garaby constantly and give your partner shield bits. But it definitely has the tools in its AC to be able to move up and limit people's movement. It's also melee. It's not actually it's not.
Well, it's almost
either.
impossible to be good if your suit can't move up.
Yeah, its melee is not bad at all either. Actually, it's not great or anything, but it's like far from being terrible.
Still, this is one of the first suits that we can call like pure range.
Yeah, like it wants to be at range. It wants to be at range, generally speaking. Like the only reason she's moving up right now is because like it's like we can win the game
close.
now.
It's like the close range is serviceable, but. And you might notice in different videos in Maxi Boost On, we might list quite a lot of suits as close range, especially fronts. And it's kind of just what the suits want to do. I think EX vs 2 starts to get back to having some really range-focused ones with like Tallgeese 3.
Ooh,
But this game, you're either all-purpose or close range, I feel, with a few exceptions. Even
This big
Zabanya would probably qualify as all-purpose.
Well, he can't melee people, but he can definitely get close to people and blow them. Yeah, he's happy with that. Okay, there we go. I think one of the things about Excellia that's also probably worth talking about is that she has a really, really good super as well. Like, the player hasn't used it yet, but it's akin to Nightingale super, if you're familiar with that one, where it's just a she just does a really big spread. Garabee becomes it really fast, and it actually gets wider the longer it goes on. So that's something else to also.
That's not a super in MBON, is it? I thought it was a super in Gundam Versus.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the super in Gundam Versus. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's a super in this game actually. Ooh, nice Garabee tag. Nice.
You should probably talk about how to use CSA Garobees effectively as well.
Yeah, that's just true. Like generally speaking, the best way to use them is that when you're standing at range and both enemy players are information, usually, like if they're moving information and they're not liable to get like tagged by some other thing your partner's doing, usually you want to aim at one player who's leading the formation basically. So usually it's the front player, but it could be the back, and then you try to swerve back into the person who's following behind them. So you aim at the person that you're not necessarily intending to hit. Now, that's not universally the case, but
you see Zabanya to the left of GPO3, and they're both moving the same direction. You would target the Zabanya and hope the GPO3 flies into your Garobee, basically.
Yeah. Because
you're unlikely to hit the Zabanya unless he double backs. Like, he goes back the direction he was going.
Yeah, like at that kind of range, like, that's what you need to do. And that's basically what he did right there.
He just did it right there.
Yeah.
He targeted the GPO3, and the Zabanya started moving towards the GPO3, and they were able to curve it towards the Zabanya.
So.
They're just unblockable with the funnels or whatever.
Shield Blitz can't do anything to me.
Blow. More double Excellia. This had to have been release day.
Excellia Versago. Another 2 point. Only one normal cost column so far. Let's see. There's another it's double, and then there's the opposing team is double Excellia. Well, this is going to be a very Garabee heavy game for sure. Versago will just be trying to land Garabees, and this Excellia player is trying to move up a bit to give Versago space to land Garabees, but the other players both just want to fly away and spam CSA. Oh, there we go. Versago got a Garabee. Uh-oh.
It doesn't really get many strong sequences either with shooting burst, so...
Yeah, extend is basically the default pick. Like, there's no... Yeah. Picking shooting burst, I mean, like, sure, it will probably help you hit one person, but, like, it's not going to help you actually make, like, really that
I think a bigger selling point for extend burst is you can put the shield bits on, start running at someone when you're about to have E-burst, and if they manage to defend themselves when you're trying to force damage, you can E-burst and continue pushing, or back off, or do whatever.
Ooh, there we go.
But either way, it's much more aggressive at demanding their attention.
S-Burst does let you step its main though, which is pretty good. It just doesn't have any fastballs. This is like
you'd have to do main. Yeah. Actually, can't you do main step sub? Or is that Vernier too?
That's every single button this suit has is Vernier. Like, this is actually one of the most traditional kind of suits in the game. It doesn't have any fastballs. Yeah. Like, very few suits like that still exist, frankly.
Mm-hmm. And usually the ones that do tend to have huge benefits, or like this, like its main behaves a lot more like a full boost suit.
Okay, Ben's partner shield bits. Getting ready to set up. Okay, we're talking about the kill. Oh gosh, he has a hat that's just like the pilot. I just realized. I've never seen that before. But it emphasizes...
That only activates in burst? That only comes out in burst.
Yes, her hat only goes on in burst. That's so cute. Wow. Okay. RK
can definitely Ooga Booga Excellia if it's good.
Ooh. Nice CS.
Actually, was Arcade good at the start of MBON, or did it have to get buffed?
I'm not sure. We'll find out. Oh no, caught our partner. That's bad. And Arcade blocked it. Oh! You could do some pretty decent Okuzeme with that. Oh! Eating all the CSAs. You gotta stop moving forward. Okay, they burned through those shield bits. Somehow... Run through those shield bits and stuff.
Yeah, he got stunned right before the shield bits came up, I think, and they just burned right through him.
This player is also using a button that I actually don't see used very much anymore, and I think it's her 2B, which throws a boomerang. It doesn't come back, though. But I think he's
Saber toss.
Yeah, Saber toss.
Just call it a Saber toss.
Yeah. Nice double main. That's like really high damage. That's like 220 damage if you get hit by that. Nice, tagged with the side AC. Had to burst to get ammo to finish the down though. Oh no! Oof! Double main.
It's okay. E-burst was on.
Yeah, it took very little damage. This is also pre-E-burst nerf. So.
Is it? Oh
yeah.
Shoot.
Okay, there's yeah. This arcade hasn't actually gotten a whole lot done, to be honest. It's mostly been the other Excellia back making all the plays. Nice, bounce straight off. Yes, those bits protect you from everything. They are like Caradims. You're invulnerable with those on, basically. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if you can cut this. Okay, you got it. You got it. Whew. That was very fortunate. The AC into the armor charge!
Excellia
oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh no!
Oh no!
Extend burst saved her life. Okay, bits are out? No.
Oh, they still lost. Had to make up a like 400 health deficit right at the start. Just getting thwapped by CSAs.
Oh, even her blues pose is pretty annoying.
Of course it would be.
Yeah. Tall geese too.
I still don't even know what happened to my cursed Cestia shirt. Or whatever the hell you say her name.
I need to know the lore, yo. Cause like
I still wonder how all the extreme suits plus this one came out the way they did, and then Leos is just so... bleh.
I wouldn't say he's bleh. He's still considered pretty decent.
No, I mean like just like coolness factor and over the top factor, because this suit's definitely pretty over the top.
Yeah, I think it's because Leos like has all his cool factor stored inside his activated mode, but like you know you only reuse that.
I think they just had problems when they were making Maxi, and he was the flagship suit of Maxi Boost. But it's still pretty sad to point out, like Leos kind of got shafted out of all the extremes.
I mean, he's the highest tier one in this game, so don't say he's too shafted.
That's true.
He has pretty crazy mobility when he's in buff mode. Nice pick up on the down. Oh. Yeah, like ammo management is a pretty serious problem for suits like this, though. Like you have to be careful because if you run yourself out of main, then like you're in a really bad spot. So you have to be kind of careful not to spam it out too hard.
The suit actually might have a little bit less than Gunner Zaku in terms of having presence with your main empty, because you don't have the assist either. You have decent like melee, I guess, but
her funnels are also not that great either. Yeah.
Yeah, so like you're Gunner Zaku has a lot of ways to stay relevant.
I mean, Excellia's AC is basically meant to do that, because like she can just do like some armor Garibis where you can't shoot her out of the Garibi. She can call out.
Oh, here we go, S burst.
Yeah, she can call out your left-right movement. She can do an armor dash straight into your face. You know, or she can do an Oki setup with you. So she's still definitely flexible. It's just she can't keep doing all those at once because the button has to reload. She can only do one thing.
I just saw that one of the opponent's player icons was a wolf howling at the moon. Completely irrelevant. I just saw it.
This is also probably... I know we haven't said... I think I said this before, but this is also probably one of the one of the ideal beginner suits if you're new to the game, because this suit can play very safe and still be quite effective, and her tools are all just every single button she has is quite good except for funnels, basically. It's a suit where no matter what button you press, the button is powerful. So
it also starts building an intuitive sense to landing punishes as well.
Yeah. And you're having an effect on the game even if you're not landing anything, because you can give your partner shield bits. So.
I mean, the suit was very much made in mind of...
For easy to play, yeah, totally.
But I don't think
Armor Dash! Yes! Just do it to God Gundam, I don't care.
I feel like the feedback, though, on doing the right things is also really high, so it's not gonna, ruin you as a player in the long term. It's not a gimmick suit, right?
Yeah, it's solid. Oh, okay. Oh, did that still hit? Even though he stepped? I think it still hit even though he stepped. Wow. Yeah, he should have just stepped and not tried to melee. Because the melee just put him back into it.
That's a cool beam saber.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen her use super yet. I want to comment on her super because it's really funny. We'll see. These games are all a little bit messy and oh, actually, she's with an HFX right now, so that's a GPO3 and Excel. Okay, so the opposing team is now the wonky one. She's with an HFX though. So yeah, I don't.
Oh, I feel like you could have teched that to avoid the damage. It would have been a good time.
I think the follow-up might have hit anyway, unless you can get a block out in time. It's a little bit awkward in those kinds of situations. Okay. Fishing for the CSA punish there. Ooh, just barely dodging that GPO3.
Yeah, because these games aren't that high level, I'm not seeing a lot of things like GPO3. Actually, GPO3 probably has to front, but GPO3 could bully Excellia pretty hard because Excellia has to burn here, so they just kind of have to wait for the GPO3 to stop spamming.
Yeah, for sure.
Because your moments to actually get shots in are pretty limited.
Yeah, they haven't done much damage to the enemy team so far, so this isn't looking great. Oh no, too much shit is flying around.
Ooh, those funnels have pretty short range too.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Ooh.
They're basically its cheapest make you move button, basically, because the main takes longer to come out than funnels do, right? Because that's basically how you should think of it. Kirby, dodging, calling bits, protecting my landing, but the GPO3 missiles just burn through the whole thing instantly. Oof.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, we have a full S burst. Oh, she could have killed the GPO3 there if she did another shot. She didn't believe in it. Oh, but she went for the armor dash. That move is so
50
good.
50 HP armor dash. All right.
Oh.
You're gonna have to end it on the Excellia.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Oh,
or, please burst. No. Getting caught by random crap from GPO3. I was like, you have to burst and get out of the way right now. Yeah, I would say oh, I guess we're out of Excellia footage. Oh well. Rip.
Well, that was a good 18 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, the last thing I just want to add for Excellia, our closing thing, is that one of the main things of the suit is you kind of have to bait out the AC, so that it can't do really dumb stuff. That's one of them. If you're trying to fight against it, you really kind of have to bait out the AC, because the AC can just do so many unpredictable things.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Later.